Welcome back to Poetically Correct. I'm Nigel.
Tim Taylor.
And we're concluding our discussions about Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care how people want to gauge it. In my opinion, Muhammad Ali was the greatest fighter of all times. That being said, Tim, who's your favorite fighters? Give me your top five. Who's your top five?
Let's roll with it. And this is not in any particular order. And I like the fact that you said favorite because it's so hard to do the top five with the greatest. But we're going to go with the favorite.
Okay.
Of course, yours truly, Muhammad Ali. He's one of my favorite because of everything that he stood for. He made me to understand the importance of the jab. And so I just love him for everything that he was and who he is. His legacy lives on through others. A lot of people forget about this guy. Number two is Salvador Sanchez, Latin fighter.
Yeah.
I love this guy. He died young. We won't get into that. That'll be another show. But this brother was great, and I love the fact that this Latin killer had an afro. At least it looked like one to me. Don't want to forget Floyd Money Mayweather. I see so much more in him than other people. He's really a great guy. Instead of talking about him all the time, pray for the brother.
He is, and you can't not put him on a favorites list somewhere because the brother undefeated. Who cares how he made it look, and who cares if he wasn't the aggressor all the time? He's probably undefeated.
He undefeated, man.
You can't not give him his props.
Well, let's do this. Oscar De La Hoya is not on my list, but one of the things that I love about Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya, even though they bicker sometimes, is they broke against the establishment. People like to put the face of the dogmatic and crooked promoter on Don King, but you have a lot of those guys that didn't do right. Bob Arum didn't do right by a lot of boxers, and so Mayweather and De La Hoya were the first to really break away from them in a great way, and as a result, you have a lot of boxers, I will say they're eating better as a result of Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. And so even if you don't like him, respect the fact that he liberated a lot of boxers and they're getting a whole lot more money.
Respect his money.
Respect
how much money he
and
made.
his business endeavor, because that man has put a lot of people to work and making a lot of dreams come true.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to plug for him, but there's a young lady that he's helping come with a makeup line. So, Sweet Pie, you might want to be on the lookout for that. Okay.
So that was three.
That was
two
three.
more.
Sugar Ray Leonard, that brother was very charismatic. I love Sugar Ray. He put it down. And then Felix Trinidad. One of the things that I love about Felix Trinidad, besides him being a wonderful fighter, is when I saw him come to the ring, it was almost like he was going to church or a party or something like that, praise and worship. He just loved it. It was so festive to him, and he would just be so joyful coming to the ring.
Okay.
And my honorable mentions are probably some of yours. Roy Jones, the Hitman. He did so much with so little. For somebody to have a glass jaw, he went a long way in boxing. So I love you, Hitman. And Layla Ali, I want to give you some love. That's my last honorable mention. What about you, my brother?
Well, my number one favorite of all times is Muhammad Ali. Not just for for his boxing skills and all the things he did outside the ring. So he's always going to be my number one. In fact, I have an autographed picture of him when he was a boy hanging up in my house. Number two is Mike Tyson. No one brought the excitement like Mike Tyson brought the excitement. Let's just keep it. Did he do some things that weren't kosher? Absolutely, but no one brought the excitement like Mike Tyson. I mean, come on, 3 seconds, knockout. You know, like you were waiting on him to fight. You already said Sugar Ray, so I'm gonna go with Tommy Hitman Hearns.
The Hitman.
Yeah, because Sugar Ray and Hitman kind of built each other's career. They had some great fights, and another one that jumped in there when I think of Sugar Ray, Hitman. I also think of Chavez, Cesar Chavez. He was a part of that era too. Roy Jones Jr. You mentioned that he had a glass jaw, but in my opinion, he just got caught. I mean, finally, and sometimes when you get knocked out that first time, your brain gets a little scrambled and it becomes a lot easier to be knocked out going forward. But I mean, his style, his technique, his speed, he was a ring general. You know, like so he gauged the excitement. He made the fight. You know, so Roy Jones Jr. and someone who doesn't get a lot of love, is going to be my fifth pick, Winky Wright.
He's absolutely.
He's a technician in the ring. I mean, like
the technique speak.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost mathematical how he takes apart his opponents. I mean, you can see the strategy. You can see how he has become a student of the art. So Winky Wright, keep doing your thing. Honorable mentions, I would have to say, would be Bernard Hopkins, the old man, still standing. I mean, I don't know how he's I don't know how he's still even doing what he's doing. I mean, he's a freak of nature. So he's an honorable mention. Another honorable mention for me would probably be Floyd Mayweather, because he's a great fighter. And the only reason he's not in my favorites list is because, I mean, I kind of have a connection to the other fighters a little more. But Floyd Mayweather is definitely a great fighter, and I think he should be, somewhere near the top of everyone's favorites.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
And just a correction, I said the Hitman has a glass jaw. As far as my man Roy Jones, he's from my neck of the woods. He's from Pensacola. So you have all the Pensacola love, man. Escambia County, man. Peace out to you. Hope to meet you one day. One of my honorable mentions I forgot was Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker. You're talking about a technician, mathematical calculations to the boxing annihilation. My man, the Sweet Pea. Okay, my wife, because people forget that women pay the bills. They are the ones that buy a lot of these tickets. We forget about that. I don't want to forget about the female fan. That's why I brought in Layla Ali. But my wife has a top 5 favorite also. She liked the Sugar Man, Sugar Ray Leonard. She also liked the ferocious, not Vargas, but Mike Tyson, the ear biter and the crowd exciter. She likes Evander Holyfield because these women, they like to go to church. Holyfield, all up in church, saying his prayers. She liked the Mayweather. And she also liked that old man B-Hop, because she know her old man is supposed to come back and do some bebop in the ring. So anyway, peace. We are poetically correct.
And before we say goodbye, we want to ask you guys who your favorites are. Go ahead in the comments and list your top 5 favorite fighters. And don't think we're throwing shade on Manny Pacquiao. He's a great fighter. He just didn't make our list, but he may make yours. We're poetically correct.